Thank you, Valdis. I'm here for the skills part of the package. When we started this work with Nicola Schmidt, we agreed that we need something to encapsulate what we're aiming at, and we both agreed that the best way to say it is that Europe needs a skills revolution, but one that is inclusive and does not leave anyone behind. So the moment has come for this proposal. When we started work, it was pre-pandemic times. We had record employment in the EU. We were in consecutive years of growth, but we are presenting this proposal in post-pandemic times where precisely the crisis has also unveiled our weaknesses, our limitations, and posed the need for resilience. So this is a proposal that is drafted both for good times and bad times. That's the starting point. Another important thing is that other than this before and after approach, we have some embedded difficulties, structural gaps in our system that we need to address, namely the transitions to green and digital economies, but also the need to overcome the considerable constraints of demography that demography places on Europe. So for all these reasons, this new proposal, this skills agenda, I want to be very clear from the start, it is not a reheated soup. It's new, novel, measurable, ambitious, and inclusive. Ambitious because we have quantitative targets on the basis of which we will be assessed. We want these targets to be achieved by 2025. The time frame is tight, but the reason is right to have these targets. Nicolas will explain in more detail these measurable objectives. Secondly, I repeat, this is an inclusive agenda. It's not something that has to do only with the insiders or those who have good access to the training systems and the skills mechanism. This is meant to cover everyone. And when I say everyone, I say those who come from a different background, those coming from migrant families, those with capabilities, every segment that has a right to access the skills and the training markets as a pathway to finding a decent job. And this, in a way, is also a translation of what you will find in the Pillar of Social Rights. Thirdly, this is not Brussels telling people how to train and how to skill. This is not top-down. This is a collective action. We are working closely, and we will involve the social partners, and together we will pool resources and efforts to match needs with offers. And we will have the Pact for Skills that will come later this year, where these links will be established. And of course, we only hope that the negotiation on the recovery package will advance sooner rather than later, and we are confident that as part of the very important, unprecedented scale of our proposal on recovery, we will also have the financial support that we will need to back this new effort. Let me, before giving the floor to Nicolas, also mention quickly the VET element, the vocational education training policies across the EU. There again, I think you will find the same approach of quantitative objectives that will allow us to make progress, but also partnerships, the permeability with other education systems, and the possibility for people to allow swift from university to VET and vice versa. I don't want this press conference to forget another important element of the package, which is the new Europass platform, which is, if you like, a first concrete deliverable. When I was about to join the job market 30 years ago, I remember myself typing my CV in my father's old typewriter and then rushing it to the post to mail it to prospective employers. That was the world 30 years ago. With Europass, everybody now can post his or her CV online for free in all EU languages. It is happening. It's a big opportunity, especially for young Europeans, and I hope that everybody will do the best use of it. I will stop here, and Nicola will give you more detail.